Hola, mis amigos. Soy La Mora de Paris, Roche Chanel, and you're watching the 3 Count Podcast. Smooches.
When in it, an unbelievable weight that you might hate, but you can't even.
Dang, high pass, where'd you find that drag ball at?
Now entering the ring, married to the business hunter.
Welcome everybody to another great edition of the 3 Count Podcast presents Now Entering the Ring. I'm your host, Clifford Red Dog Miller, the one who's here to lead you on all your expeditions. But let's be real, this show is not about me. It's about what's coming up next. And that is, being that this is Now Entering the Ring, we have a special guest for you. And this man can be found at the Mayhem on Mills. You can find this man on GCW, WWN, PPW, ACW, FIP, AWE, TPBW, Evolve, Ignite. This is the Mayhem on Mills champion. Give it up for Troy Hollywood.
What's up?
What's up, man? Yo, thank you for coming on the show, man.
Thanks for the invite, brother. I appreciate it.
Yeah, man. It was kind of like I was mentioning, man. Like I saw you at GCW's for the Culture, and I had texted Chaz, and I was like, bro, we're getting Troy Hollywood on the show. I was like, I'm gonna fight tooth and nail to bring this man on. I was like, genuinely, I was so excited, like watching you like perform in the ring.
Hey, man, that's why I do it, for shit like that, you know, compliments like that. That's why I do it, baby. And so thank you. I keep going.
Yeah. I hear you, man. So I gotta know, man, like right off the jump, like who is Troy Hollywood?
That's a loaded question. What do you specifically, I mean, what do you mean? Who is me? Me, I'm Troy Hollywood. I'm just a man with a plan, you know. I do what I can to be the best that I can be. You know, that's who I am. I'm not really no in-depth, I guess, character, which I would say. I enjoy wrestling. I enjoy entertaining people, and whatever I got to do to have the best match of the night, that's what I'm gonna do. That's all I really care about. Everything else is kind of politics to me. Yeah. I don't play the game.
I feel you, man. Yeah, it's one of those things. Like I saw the way like you just had like this smooth like energy about you, and I was just like, yo, like that's the kind of person that you need to like just. That's the kind of person like you just sit back, you know, hit 420 and just like, you know, chill out. Like I was like, this is what's that.
I appreciate it, man. That's what I would. If I can, you know, can deliver that type of vibe to people, you know, if I can make, you know, people feel that way, I feel like my job is being done. The worst thing in the world is for me to go out there and you feel nothing. You just feel you're just watching a wrestling match. You know what I'm saying? That's not my MO. I don't want you to just sit there and on your hands and then clap. You know what I'm saying? I want you to be entertained from the start to the finish. If I can entertain you from my entrance, I can just, oh man, the emotions I can take you on, that emotional roller coaster. That's why I'm playing the game. You know, most people, you know, they're just playing the game just to get a little gifts. But you know, tomatoes, it's wrestling, right?
Right. So I'm interested though, man. Like, what brought you into the business?
When I was a kid, my first ever, I think, thought of wrestling, image I remember vividly is Undertaker throwing Mankind off the cell. Yeah, I'm sure it was the Raw right after. What pay-per-view was that? King of the Ring? Was that
King of the Ring? Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure it was the Raw right after that. My dad and I can't remember what we were watching beforehand, but I remember he turned to that, and I just saw a man getting thrown off, and instantly, you know, you're hooked. You're like, what is all this, you know? So I keep watching, and I kind of stuck towards Triple H because that's, you know, I always enjoyed Triple H. That's my favorite wrestler. He just always had this thing about him where it was like getting the job done. He didn't do flips. He wasn't, you know, it was nothing. It was just him just wrestling, but entertaining you from the start. The entrance, I mean, come on, he has one of the top 10 entrances of all time. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I mean by entertaining from start to finish, you know? So yeah. He's definitely, one of my favorites. And the more and more as I watch now as a wrestler, Jay Lethal definitely became one of my favorites. The more when he trained me, of course, I was a fan already, but his Ring of Honor run, I believe, like 2015 when he
Right.
had both titles. Yeah, that was those are some like amazing matches. So I pull a lot of stuff from that, and then I see stuff here and there, but other than that, I try not to watch much of it. You ever heard of that, like singers and rappers say they try not to listen to other music just so it doesn't influence them? That's how I feel. I feel like I try not, I watch it, of course, you know what I'm saying, but I try not to just sit there and watch it. I don't want to be influenced so much. You start seeing like different people in me. I don't like that.
Yeah. No. I feel where you're coming from though, because like, to have that artistic view, like you need to be able to like just go on your own journey and you'll come up with your own move. Like you can be inspired by other people. I hear that a lot too. Like you can be inspired by other people, but like it's when you like, it was like back in the day when like Billy, when Billy Kidman like hit the shooting star press, like everybody was like, oh man, like shooting star press. Now and I don't say everybody, but a lot of people like now do the shooting star press. And like, so where do you go from there? Like,
Man.
how do you take the next level? But yeah, I understand. Cause like that influenced like a whole generation of wrestlers. And where like, yeah, I feel where you're coming from though. Like,
Yeah, I'm trying to. I want to influence. You know what I'm saying? So if I want to influence, I have to be original. I can't take from somebody else because therefore I'm not influencing. That's someone influencing me, and now I'm influencing you. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to. I want you to go. I got that from him and only him. Like I'm the originator of that.
right. No, I feel you though. That's really cool though.
Yeah, man.
So I'm curious though, man, like with the way that you've been leading and even like as many years as you've been in the business, I'm curious, what's been the worst bump that you've taken?
Ooh. Oh. So it wasn't a bump. It wasn't a bump. But let me tell you this. I'm not gonna say the wrestler's name. Doesn't even matter. Well, the two wrestlers. Me and my partner Hunter, we were in a tag match. And I was I want to say I was maybe 2 years in. Yeah, maybe 2 years in. The guy says the finish is he's gonna put me in a full crab, right? Turn me over and as I'm, oh man. So as you know, kind of like your back is arched while you're in the full crab. He said he was gonna do a splash on top of me.
Oh,
See that face you're making right there? I made that same face. But being young in the business, you do this thing where you're like, I'll do whatever. I'll do whatever it takes to blah, blah, blah. Stupid. Anybody in the business young, don't do it. Don't do it. It's stupid. You're better than that. But anyways, so he puts me in the crab. He's very, I want to say he's very high. He's way higher than he should be. He should be low, so that way my body is kind of low to the ground. You know what I'm saying? So it's not I wish I had oh, wait, give me one second. I got it. This is a dog's toy. I don't just have these around the house, all right?
yeah, hey man, whatever's pleasure, man.
But yeah, so I'm kind of arched like this where my legs are kind of up. And he had me, if I'm lower, my body's touching the ground. He had me so high that my body was kind of coming up. The guy doing the splash, I want to say is at least 320. At least 320. He came down on me, bro, and I instantly, there's a video on YouTube. He instantly just took the wind out of me. And you can see me in the video curl up like, and the ref is trying to tell me to tap out. And I'm trying to say, I have no breath at all. And I'm like, just call the match. Just call it. And the ref is like trying to get me to tap out. So he grabs my hand, it falls down one time, and then he rings it back. That was the worst thing I've ever felt. Ever. Oh my gosh. That was terrible. Scariest moment of my life.
I was like, you totally got Herb Dean.
Yeah.
You gotta tap. You gotta tap. Like, no, dude.
You
like,
tap, Herb
too
Dean
much pain.
No, man.
Yeah, no, man. I just couldn't imagine, like, I just sitting in the back, because you're right. Like, you hear a lot of people, they'll be like, hey, we're going to do this. And you're like, yeah. Because, like,
me
man,
myself, you're stupid. You're not thinking. You just want to do it because you think you can. You can't do these things. Don't do them.
I was gonna say because
You
like
are a toy.
like I'm getting ready to hit my 18 months, right? And so I'm like, oh no. Like, and I'm and I'm turning 36 this year, and I'm like, oh no. If someone was like, hey, I'm gonna put you in a Boston crab, and then he's gonna hit you with a splash, and we'd be like, oh no,
man. Just
oh
say
no,
no. Oh no. Just say no, man.
no.
That's the biggest thing in wrestling. Some people just can't say no, and it's a terrible epidemic going on.
So,
You thought COVID was bad. Try saying no in wrestling when you're young.
so moving from that, oh, I just can't get that in my mind. moving, moving on from that, what's been like one of the hardest hits you've ever taken in a ring?
Hardest hits. I don't know. I feel like I'm used to getting hit so many times. The next one is it's kind of, I don't know. I can't really answer that one. I've never really taken a hit that kind of dazed me.
Okay.
I have a strong jaw, very strong jaw.
It's good to know.
Trust me. I've never really taken one. I was like, whoa. I've taken a couple rough ones because of the style we were wrestling, but I never was like, hey, all right, slow down, calm down. Jeez.
Bad. Well, I'm curious, man. Like, so normally I know a lot of wrestlers. This is like something I've learned within like the last 4 months, right? And wrestlers don't eat before shows, right? But they have that post-match snack and meal. So I'm very curious, like, what's your post-match snack?
I don't even know, man. That's whatever. Let's just go get it. Like, it's over, match is over. All right, let's go eat. Whatever comes up. There's nothing specific going on with me. I eat anything. Anything, whatever is on the way, hey, you want Olive Garden, you want a steak and shake, you want something, you want, it's whatever. Let's stop. Let's get it. Let's do it. I'm hungry.
Yo, I'm just hungry, man. Shut up and let's get some food.
Yeah.
I'm
not a picky eater at all.
It happened with me last night. So we were driving back, and one of my friends was like, hey, we're gonna stop at Sheetz. And I was like, I don't care.
Exactly, man.
And then it's terrible to go into a convenience store when you're hungry because everything looks delicious.
Everything looks good. Everything. Candy looks great. Everything. You just get it. Get whatever you want. You deserve it. You could have died in there, man. You know what I'm saying? People don't realize that sometimes. You could that 15 minutes could be the end of your life that fast. One false move, you know what I'm saying? So
Facts.
Enjoy that snack. If you want to go buy the cow, go buy the cow, man. Go do it.
I'm curious though, because I'm starting to do this now, but like my post match, right? Like if I go get like a meal or something, the first thing I do, I'm just like, yo, I want to order dessert. And they're like, what? And I'm like, yeah, let me get like a milkshake or a cookie or like a brown. I don't care. Just grab something from the bag and bring it out. And the reason why is because I'm like, yo, like it's funny because something I learned while I was in the military too was like one of my trainers was like, if a comet came through the roof and killed you, do you want your last meal to be that, or do you want to have dessert? I'm like, you know what? I really want the ice cream. Like, let me get dessert. So I was still in the car and I was just mashing this cookie before I ate anything else.
Enjoy. That's what you're supposed to do, man.
That's life.
Yes, sir.
So I'm curious, man, like what advice do you have for like up and coming wrestlers?
I don't really have no advice. I'm still kind of up and coming. I'm still young in the game of wrestling, So my advice is know who you are, stick to you. And don't be fooled by words, because there's this thing called 100 promises in wrestling. And a booker is gonna give you 100 promises, and only one of those promises is gonna happen. Now, whatever he promised, whatever one promise that was, it happened. Whether he said, "Hey, you're gonna get a title tonight. You're gonna get $100. You're gonna get you're gonna cut a promo at the end of the show, and da. So you might get that title. You might even get that promo at the end of the show, and then $100 gonna come. So it's 100 promises. So don't believe everything everybody says, So just,
I've never heard that before, so I'm very grateful.
It's a thing. It's a theory of mine that I came up with, because I'm one of those people that's heard it all. Hey, can I get you for this amount and da da da, and oh, I promise next time. And, oh, I promise this and promise that, and none of those promises come true. And then you're like, what happened? And you try to talk to these people about these things, and then now they're acting like you're attacking them. For some that's why I kind of don't play. That's why I stay out of politics. I learned that very fast. I don't play the politic game. I keep a Booker and me on the same. I work for you for 15 minutes, and then that's that. You know what I'm saying? I don't like promises. I can promise you that I'm gonna come and do my job. That's what my promise is to you. You know what I'm saying? Don't you promise me nothing. Just I'm gonna promise you I'm entertained, and we take it from there.
That's great, man. All right. So seeing how we're getting these restrictions like lifted now, right? I'm very curious. So I need one do and one don't of the locker room.
One do and one don't. I don't want to sound like a superstar, but I kind of don't. I kind of don't really be around in the locker rooms, man. It's a crazy place to be in. It's so, and you saw in quarantine, so many things were coming out, and you thought, you think these people, you know what I'm saying? You think you establish friendship and you may know somebody, and then all of a sudden, this crazy things happen. So I kind of, if I can get dressed and fast and in my own little space, I can come out. I'm not avoiding people, but I what I say is don't be a creep, man. You know what I'm saying? Don't be a creep. Be a good dude, regardless of the situation. Just be a good person. If you can help pick up trash, pick up trash. If you can, I'm not telling you, do something crazy, but you put the water bottle down there, so pick it up. Just help out the people around you. Just don't be a creep.
I like that. Don't be a creep. Don't be a creep. And do pick up after yourself. Those are the two things I took away from this.
Yeah, pick up after yourself.
All right. So those are like my big, heavy hitting questions. So we have to get into the second best segment of the 3 Count podcast. And you're probably wondering, like, what's the first? It's the Red Dogs Power Rankings. It comes out every Monday. It's fly. I enjoy it. Okay. Let's get into the 3 Count podcast, 10 count questions. Mr. Hollywood, this is how it works. I'm going to be firing off 10 questions at you, rapid, fast. It's whatever first comes to mind.
Do I have to answer them fast? What if nothing's in my mind? You know what I'm saying?
Then we'll be stuck here until you actually have to pop in.
Because I don't want to, my mind sometimes don't work. All right, but I think I got it.
So we'll put on the imaginary. We'll put on the imaginary timer. Bing, and here we go. SmackDown or Raw?
Raw.
Favorite movie?
Wizard of Oz.
Oh, I love that movie. That is my favorite as well.
It is.
Sonic or Mario?
Mario.
Favorite color?
Green.
Friday night, what you doing?
Xbox.
Nice. What game?
Yeah, I play randoms, man. It's whatever.
All right. Favorite hamburger spot?
Oh, Junior Columbia Burger, Orlando. It's the greatest place in the world.
Bet.
I need money for that. Shout out.
3 things that you would take with you on an island.
A PSP. 100 books. And a gun. But it turns into different guns.
Okay.
It's a crazy gun.
Yo, I like that. I like that answer. That's actually really good.
And it's not to kill nothing. It's just for me to have. Just you never know when you need to just go and just shoot it in there.
But you like a gun?
It's a stress relieving gun.
I got you.
No doubt. I'm a nice person.
1 minute's a pistol, but the next minute's like a flamethrower.
Just to do stuff.
I need a fire.
Yeah, I need a fire just to do stuff with it. You're not even trying to enjoy it.
All right. Favorite podcast?
The 3 Count Podcast, baby.
Hey, let's go. It's like we don't say anything. All right. Anyway, nominate one person that you want to see on this podcast.
Do I have to do? Can I do 2?
You can do 2.
Snoop Strikes, Hunter Law. Go get them. They're highly entertaining. I mean, not as entertaining as me, but they are people. They're cool people.
I bet. And then last but not least, my favorite question to ask every single person that comes on this show: favorite curse word.
Motherfucker.
Because like, is there a really? Is there any other choice?
No, motherfucker. Hell no.
Yeah, and you can ask that. You can say that in so many different forms. It makes sense.
And it means everything. So it's just a good word. I always say.
I love that. Well, Troy, this is it. That's the end of the question. So the last thing I need from you is to let our viewers and our listeners know where they can find you.
You can find me on Twitter at Mr. _ no wait. Yes, Mr. _ T Hollywood. You can find me on Instagram at Mr. _ T _ Hollywood. You can find me on Facebook at Troy Hollywood. Yeah, that's about it. I don't TikTok, bruh.
You don't come on, man. There's nothing wrong with the TikToks, all right?
No, not TikTok. Can't do it. There's some funny videos though. There's definitely some funny videos. I'll give them that for sure.
Yeah, there's definitely.
But I just can't. Yeah, I can't do it.
All right. Well, that's it. So this is the 3 Count Podcast presents Now Entering Ring. As I said, I'm your host, Clifford Red Dog Miller. But once again, it's not about me. It's about who's now entering the ring, and that is Troy Hollywood himself. So if you guys don't, go check him out because he's a fly dude out there now. So you guys know what to do. Tune into the next episode and be there, or you just wait till the end of this episode because I promise you another one of our episodes is going to play. So just check it out.
Okay.
Peace. What's going on, 3 Count Nation? I'm Clifford Red Dog Miller with the catchphrase. But what I really want to do right now, go to twitter.com, right? Go over there, find us at the 3 Count _ pod. Give us a follow, give us a like, give us a comment. We want to talk to you guys. Go to IG at the 3 Count pod. Give us a like, give us a follow, leave us a comment. We want to interact with you. Go to youtube.com, give a subscribe, turn the bell on, turn the notifications, leave a comment. We want to talk to you. Go to anchor.fm / the 3 Count podcast, and in there you can leave us a message and we will talk to you. Basically, what I'm trying to tell you is that we want to talk to you. We want to have fun with you guys, and we love listening to what you guys have to say. Also, one thing I need you to do for me, the 3 Count podcast also has merchandise. At prowrestlingtees.com / the 3 Count pod. Please go buy our t-shirts. We love you guys, and we hope you love us too. So show us some support, please.